Hey everyone, Scar here, and today I want to go into streaming and does gameplay matter or does interacting matter more when it comes to actually streaming? So in this video, I kind of want to talk about what kind of matters when it comes to streaming. Is it the gameplay or is it the interaction when it comes to interacting with your viewers? And it's two parts. Like there's the part of depending on the type of your game you're playing. There's a certain level of how much focus you have to put into the game, as well as interacting with your chat. Some slower games where they're not PvP based, they're more PvE based. There's more downtime to where you can interact with your chat. Or games where there's more high intensity action consistently going on, like say like a game like Fortnite. There's more lull. There's not as many lulls in where you can sit there and chat. And especially early on, you have to find like that perfect balance that works best for you. Sure, you may want to play Fortnite, but the amount of interaction that you may want as a streamer may not be there in say Fortnite. Because the one thing that comes with Fortnite, with it being such a popular directory, is that people want to see people do great or like really great gameplay, and they don't want to watch someone who's consistently dying very early. Because they were just sitting there talking too much to chat, because it's not enjoyable entertainment, because there's a portion of people that like to watch the gameplay and that's like their focus, and then there's people that like to interact with the streamer, and you got to find that medium that works best for you. Like if you have to go like kind of like if you want to kind of not talk to chat but kind of like talk out loud, if you're really in an intense part, be like, okay, I gotta build, okay, I gotta build a top, okay, he built around me, and then I'm gonna drop a trap here, and then I'm gonna drop down here, then I'm gonna drop over here, and then drop over there, and then drop over there. If you say out loud what you're doing, people maybe become engaged, and they'd be like, oh, okay, he's kind of like saying the strategy out loud, how he's getting out of this circumstance, because someone's building above him, and he's gonna try to maybe trick them, dropping a trap, maybe they'll fall down their little stairwell and then kind of like fall behind him and get trapped. If you're kind of like talking like that, you may still be able to kind of like engage with your chat, but not engage with them per se, because you're not really knowing what they're talking about. If you want a good example, I mean, I'm sure if you look at Ninja like talks to like his chat in a way, but he doesn't talk to them really when he's playing. It's more so when he's like has downtime. He typically read like his donations, or he'll catch something in what someone's saying in chat, and that'll be kind of like his way of interacting. But if you're saying like a game that's like say like Destiny, there's a lot of downtime. It's a little bit easier to sit there and interact with your chat while you're in the middle of like a random activity, or doing like a simple mission or something like that. You can sit there and probably like talk the whole time to your chat while you're playing, because you can kind of like balance your eyes and look at both screens while you're doing like this. The other thing too, you want to do what's going to work best for you, because at the end of the day, if you're not very comfortable talking all the time, or you got to figure out where your medium is. If you can't just sit there and talk and talk and talk and talk and talk and talk and talk, that's not the biggest of problems. That's like your what you offer as a streamer or content creator. I'm not saying you can sit there and not talk the whole time, just be on camera staring at a game and playing. That's not going to attract people to come and watch you, because no one's just going to want to watch gameplay. They could go to YouTube and watch let's play, or go to someone who's actually a little bit more interactive and listen to them talk as they're playing, get a little bit more entertainment out of it. Because no matter what platform you go to stream on, there's people doing the same exact thing you are, but you got to be doing something at least a little bit more to keep the people who do come to you entertained, that make them stick around. Because when you make people stick around for the type of interaction you give, then that's going to help you build your channel per se. So all in all, you have to find that balance of what games work for the way you want to stream, and then go from there. If you're not very good at PvP games, then you're probably not going to want to stream PvP games per se to help build your channel, because people aren't going to come to the person who's not very good at a game, especially when it comes to PvP. They want to see the big plays, they want to see the action, they want to see you steamroll 3 people like back to back to back. They want those high intensity moments, they want to build the hype. Like if that's your case, then you may want to stick to something that's maybe a little bit more PvE based, or something that's a little bit slower. Something that you can kind of like distract like your attention and like focus it on the gameplay. But like you have to figure out where's your balance on, like if you're doing something PvE based but something that's a little bit more in depth, you have to kind of like maybe talk about what you're doing out loud to help maybe like help your have your audience interact with what you're doing. So like if you're doing like a complicated puzzle, or if you're trying to like figure out like I don't know what I want to equip, like do I want to equip these shoulders or these shoulders, maybe these have my best in stat but these have like this ridiculous ability, like which one's better? You know, you want to like have your content that you're producing engage with your audience, so what your audience can also like interact with like your gameplay per se, maybe help you maybe make a tough choice, like you're really undecided on what you want to do. Like that's something that, you know, will help like build that consistency on interaction with your chat, even if you're not directly talking to what they're talking about. They could be talking about like mothballs for all we know, but you're talking about your game, and then there may be this like tough moment or this like interesting moment, then your chat kind of like almost shifts from what they're talking about, and they're focused on what your gameplay is or your tough decision is, and they want to be part of it. Like say for example, there's like a Telltale game, you have to make a difficult choice, you know, your chat may just stop what they're talking about and then help you and make this tough choice. They may help you weigh your balances, especially when it's a quick time choice. But all in all, at the end of the day, you just need to find that perfect balance that works best for you. If you stream games and you kind of like, you know, what is your balance? Like, do you like high intensity games where like you need that laser eye focus with a little bit of interaction, or do you like games that are a little bit slower and, you know, you can talk a lot and have, you know, majority interaction with like a little bit of the gameplay just there as like almost like fodder in the background? Let me know down in the comments below if you like this video and want to see other videos kind of like that. Slap that like button. If you want to know when I post other videos, hit that subscribe button, click that bell so you know when videos go live, and I will catch you in the next video.